Welcome to this Court Helicopter Explainer that touches on the question of the children of Betty Bayo. First, Court Helicopter passes condolences to the family of Betty Bayo and the children of Betty Bayo. May God rest her soul in eternal peace. But her death has raised a lot of discussions on social media. She has two children with Kanyari. She has two children with Tash. Who will take Betty Bayo's children, especially the children that Kanyari is the father? Kanyari has gone all over saying he will take up these children. Kenyans have different versions about it. In these three short episodes, we shall be dealing with the law, the Children Act, Section 34, that deals with transmission of parental responsibility once a parent has died. Section 34 deals with a situation where a mother dies. In Section 34(1), the law says if the mother dies, the surviving spouse, that is the father, we shall take the full custody of those children. So in this Section 34(1), Kanyari is going to go with these children. Hate it or love it. That is Section 34(1). It also says if Betty Bayo, before she died, she had appointed a testamentary guardian, a guardian that has been appointed by a will. Mark this. If Betty Bayo had appointed a testamentary guardian by a will, that guardian will have half the shares of custody with Kanyari. But also, the law moves down further and says Kanyari can object to that person being given rights of custody or rights of access. So the question, as I said, these are short episodes. Section 34(1) provides that upon the death of Betty Bayo, Kanyari, who is the father of these children, unless there is a dispute of DNA testing, Kanyari is the rightful person. So in this episode, Kanyari has an upper hand. Kanyari will have his children. But that does not mean the other husband shall not put up a fight, because this is the first time a controversial issue has come out. And that is why we are doing special episode to tell you what the law is. Episode 1, Kanyari takes the children pursuant to Section 34(1). That is the law. You'll hate it, you'll not live it. The questions about suitability of Kanyari to have these children, we shall discuss it later. Why? The issue before the court shall not be what you think about Kanyari, either the drama he does or the manner he behaves. The questions the court will be looking at: is he the surviving spouse? 2, has he in any manner hurt these children? If his behavior is repugnant to you or to the public, that behavior does not stop Kanyari from being the father of these children. The law provides that children must grow within a family, and the family is defined to be a father and a mother. And the law provides that once one parent moves away, transmission of the rights of the father to the mother are sacrosanct and you cannot challenge it. The question people will want to ask, is Kanyari fit? The question is, Betty Bayo was above 18 years when she decided to give birth with Kanyari. She was never forced to give birth with Kanyari. Those children will not have another father. The only time the other husband of Betty Bayo can have these children is if he adopted those children. If he went to court and adopted those children, then he becomes the biological father of those children. But that adoption, Kanyari was supposed to have consented. There is no adoption of children who will proceed without the consent of the biological father. 2, if he has a guardianship order, he can now challenge that he was a guardian, but the guardianship order does not give the other guy rights of being the father of these children. 3, if he has a foster care order from the Director of Children's Services, but those ones are inferior. Article 53 of the Constitution, Prop 1E, provides that a father is a father of a child, whether married or not married. So these children were born when Kanyari was married with Betty Bayo. They divorced. Betty Bayo got married to another person. It does not extinguish the rights of Kanyari as a father. So the law protects Kanyari to that effect. I know very many people have their own ways of looking at it. But as I've said, in this episode, Court Helicopter brings you the reasons as to why Kanyari is having almost 99% chances of getting the custody of his 2 children away from the current husband of Betty Bayo. Wakili Dunstan Omari ends that episode in favor of Kanyari. Episode 2, we look how Tosh, the husband to Betty Bayo, can tilt and get custody of these children still under the Children's Act. Wakili Dunstan Omari. Don't avoid to follow the second short episode, why the husband of Betty Bayo is likely to have also 99% chances of getting the custody of those children. Thank you very much.